Hey everyone, welcome back to GreyWolf TV, and we are on with the X-Files. This is episode 14 of season 3. The last two episodes have been really random, strange subject matters, and not the norm for the X-Files, quite tongue-in-cheek, especially the last one with the two teenage girls and Mulder and Scully acting like teenagers when they're in the town. The whole town seemed to be infected by it. It was so weird to see them acting out of character. Mulder drinking, Scully smoking and getting jealous. It was so weird. I don't expect to get the third one in a row. Well, let's go find out. This is episode 14. You just know it'll be him. He'll probably be really good. You might not want to show your teacher that.
That's all for tonight. If you haven't finished, you'll have more time with Peter next week.
Somebody's watching you. It's probably him. Yeah. Somebody's jammed something in his lock and snapped it off.
Stop us now! We have a warrant for your arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Do you wish to give up your right to remain silent?
He's fucking bit him. Is that what he uses?
Was there a signature or a defining MO?
Well, according to the ME, there was no evidence of any sexual assault. Death was caused by massive blood loss due to facial mutilation.
The level of violence and overkill here would suggest the work of a very angry individual.
Yeah.
Or individuals. If
What?
you count the spirit Mostow says possessed him during the murders.
A copycat?
Well, according to Assistant Director Skinner, who asked us to look into this case, the details of the mutilations were never released. Only members of the crime team would have had that information. Does it have a name to go with that face?
All men know its name.
What do you call it, Satan? The devil?
And it won't be tried for 7 murders under the death penalty.
Bitches, white laughs at fools like you. With a snap of its finger,
Gulags.
it makes men leak the greasy floor of hell.
So what is it, Mulder? Little green man, evil spirits, hounds of hell?
That's what always amazed me about you, Bill. How you never fit your own profile. No one would ever guess how really mean-spirited you are.
And by the suspect floating this possession theory?
You think he's got an accomplice, then? Even though your own profile of Mostow says that he's most certainly working alone.
You know why he draws those? Did you ask him?
I didn't get a chance to.
He says he draws them to keep this demon of his away.
That would make sense. Historically, that's what gargoyles have been used for, to ward off evil spirits. Patterson never liked me.
I thought you were considered the fair-haired boy when you joined the Bureau.
Not by Patterson.
Why not?
Didn't want to get my knees dirty.
A lot of men joined the FBI because they wanted to be him.
Yeah. Patterson had this saying about tracking a killer. If you wanted to know an artist, you had to look at his art. What he really meant was if you wanted to catch a monster, you had to become one yourself.
They were after a killer. He was there. They arrested him. They didn't care about finding this, whatever this may be.
See anything?
Holy shit.
Mulder!
Oh, you've missed that one.
Tell me what's going on in there?
Same signature facial mutilation, right down to the choice of weapon by the look of it.
What does Patterson have to say?
I haven't spoken with him yet.
Patterson's an
He's
idiot.
gonna come around to the idea that someone working directly with Mostow. I think Patterson secretly went to Skinner and requested Mulder on this case.
You
Really?
requested him?
I've been working with Patterson for 3 years on this. And this just about killed him, until we finally got a break and arrested Mostow.
And he still fucked it up.
Stitches, what happened?
Mostow bit me during the arrest.
For over 1,200 years, the grotesque image has found its expression in stone, clay, wood, oil, and charcoal. Could this be the same dark force at work? Its ultimate expression, the destruction of the flesh, of the very hand that creates it?
So, is this how you're looking for the second killer? Tell me, Mulder, what do you really expect to find here? With your face stuck in a library book.
You said it yourself, Bill. If you want to know the artist, look at the art.
I'm concerned about this other agent that's been bitten. no idea of the process. Whoa, shit! I like the really chaotic music to go with it.
Mulder, I haven't seen or spoken to you in almost 2 days now. You haven't been returning my phone
This thing
call.
exists, Scully. It's real.
Yeah, clearly.
What are you talking about?
Whatever keeps killing those young men.
Mostow killed those men, Mulder, and out of some sick alliance, some other person is continuing where he left off.
I didn't imagine it, Scully.
Listen to yourself, Mulder. Listen to what you're saying. You're starting to sound like... Don't you realize what is happening here, Mulder? He is testing you. He is the reason you were brought on this case in the first place. I just want you to be honest with me about what you're trying to do. Is this some kind of a payback for what happened 8 years ago because Mulder quit the ISU?
Why did it let me live?
Dunno.
Even if I could tell you why, you would not understand.
You have to help me get inside its head like it got inside yours so I can understand what it wants.
You can't find it.
Probably because you tried to run from it.
It can't find you.
Your message said that you identified them.
Oh, I did. Turns out he's one of our own people.
An FBI agent?
Parson.
Your partner.
These are Mulder's prints? Are you
Oh.
sure?
I double-checked.
I heard they found you in evidence. I assume you were looking for the murder weapon in this Mostow case?
Yes, sir.
Did you find it?
No, sir.
No.
Is it your opinion the missing evidence is the same weapon you found at the crime scene earlier today?
I'm not absolutely certain.
Do you have any insight into Agent Mulder's current disposition or mental state?
Nope.
I know Agent Mulder is working very hard on this case at your request, sir.
It's here again. What the fuck's going on?
Are you with Nemhauser?
No, should I be?
Well, that's who I was calling. He left his number on my answering machine. He said he had to talk to me. Mulder, that knife that we recovered from the crime scene, I think it's the same one that Mostow used.
What makes you say that?
Because Mostow's was stolen from evidence.
Yeah, I examined Mostow's knife yesterday in the evidence room.
Why?
Because I wanted to hold it. I wanted to see what it felt like in my hand.
Mulder.
What are you doing here? But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, you're the other one who could have gone to the
You
evidence
killed
room.
him, Bill. When he suspected it was you.
Yeah.
You killed him.
Are you out of your mind?
Was I right?
Not now.
Put that gun down.
Not until you tell me what you're doing here.
I don't believe it.
Now ask yourself
My
what
wild
you're doing.
theory was right.
Imagining everything he imagined.
Yeah.
Sinking deeper and deeper into the ugliness, just like you taught us to do.
You became
When you
what you were
finally caught him, it
chasing.
didn't just go away, all that violence. It stayed alive inside you.
What the
It
hell
was
are
a
you
cry
doing?
for help.
Scully, get that light off me.
Come on, come on.
Mulder?
You get him?
You okay, Mulder?
I was about to cut him. So was that the thing he chased? Was it him?
You should call an ambulance. His pulse is still strong.
Are you listening to me? For God's sake, isn't someone listening to me? I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
But if a man's character is his fate, this fight is not a choice, but a calling. Yet sometimes the weight of this burden causes us to falter, breaching the fragile fortress of our mind into the laughing face of madness.
He's so good with his words. Wow. That was really good. Okay, episode 14. I really enjoyed that, especially because I hadn't got a bloody clue what was going on. I like the ones that tax your mind, that make you do what I was trying to do in that and come up with different theories as to how this was plausible, how it was possible. We'd already got the first guy in prison. The murders were continuing to happen. And I went down all sorts of avenues as they were doing. Our first thought, is this transferred possession with a bite, like a fucking werewolf? So I was thinking it was the other agent. It wasn't. But he's been suspecting his boss. And I put that one out as a wild theory, as a really, really nice twist, because how close he wanted Mulder to get to this. And I remember watching, I can't remember whether it was a documentary or a film or a mix of both, I don't know. But this has been something that's occurred in real life before, that, like they say, to understand a murderer or a serial killer or whatever, you need to get into the mind of them, you need to become them if it's somebody you really can't figure out or catch. And that's exactly what this guy did. So was this really a possession? Or was it just the original guy who was just crazy, and Patterson, the FBI agent, becoming obsessed in catching him for the last 3 years, has taken on that persona and becoming a killer himself, and has been chasing the very thing he's trying to stop? Or was there some sort of demonic thing going on here or not? Or was it just the mind of a serial killer, or somebody who's mentally unstable, and an FBI agent who has gone too close and has ended up becoming the same thing? I don't know. But either way, that was really good. And I'm glad I couldn't figure out more or less till the end, but at least one of my theories panned out. And Mulder was starting to get too close himself. We never really saw the face of it, the couple of times it showed it, because I don't think it was real. You decide. That was a good one. After the 2 crazy maniac episodes that we've had previous to this, that was very tongue-in-cheek, that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, that was quite deep. That was all about the mind, the criminal mind. And I think deep down, the guy knew. And because of that, his subconsciously or consciously, he felt as though the only escape, the only way out, would be to bring the only person in that could either do something about it or figure it out. And that's the one person who thought that he hated him, and that's Mulder. And he actually completely admired you because he knows what we all know, and that's you're a friggin' genius. And was that really an oversight when he arrested the guy at the beginning and he missed the secret room with the 5 bodies in, or not? Don't know. It always leaves a couple of unanswered questions but answers others. I mean, there's a resolution to that, we think. Or is there still something else? Or we've now just got 2 people in prison who are just crazy, thinking it wasn't them, and it was because it broke their mind. I was interested. Right, we will be back with episode 15 in the next few days. I'm sure you know by now, but I'll keep mentioning it anyway. We do 2 episodes a week. If you want to watch this in full length, check the link in the description. The link for Patreon will be in there, so you can go watch the full length version. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, guys, and you enjoy an episode of the X-Files and trip down memory lane, by all means, I'd appreciate it to give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you for the next one very soon. Till then, take care.